Sword Shadow of the Templars today. Let's check it out. We're where we left off. Let's see here. Move this here just so I can see everything. Excellent. Yes, we entered the hall, the police station. Let's see. That's crazy how it still shows me freaking playing RuneScape. That's weird. Not playing it, but I mean, at least that's the thumbnail for this. I just find that oddly suspicious. Okay. Alright, talk to you. What's going on here? What's the dealio? Let's turn my volume. Oh.
I'd like your personal details, please. Of course, in the event of an accident. It would help us to know where to send the body.
Alright, so let's see if I remember everything that's going on here. This is the dude.
Is this really necessary? I came in
Yeah, this is the dude that got killed. No, this was the dude that was going to give information to the lady, the reporter.
I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
I'm wrong like twice. No, that was the detective guy who gave us the paper. Let's ask him about the worker.
Is Sergeant Moo available? What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids.
Well, that's just cold.
He's not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rousseau, like Laval and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess it didn't pick up Streamlabs, huh? Not Streamlabs, Stream Elements. I have it set up so that I have the chat playing in the background, but it's not playing. Move it there. No, I guess it just doesn't want to pick up Stream Elements. Or maybe it just doesn't work. We'll find out. Is that all we want to talk about? The clown nose. Here, show him this.
Nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right.
I told you.
The
It was...
guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
I told you there was a clown that ran in here and blew up the place, and then I show him I'm honestly surprised with the police system. I'm surprised they didn't try to suspect it was him here. Okay,
I found this tissue.
What the hell is that?
It's evidence.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah. And that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you...
I don't know how he would know that.
About what you are doing with your life, monsieur.
And I don't know what you got to go through to know that. What he knew. Because, I mean, we found that in the sewer. I mean, we can show him the tool. What about the paper?
I found the scrap material in the sewer.
Vraiment?
It was probably torn from the clothes of a psychotic killer.
Yeah.
Even if
Clown
you were
pants.
Sherlock Holmes, I would have trouble believing you.
Thanks for your help, officer.
You are no help at all. What does this say?
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant.
What's in the notes? Okay. Let's see. Keep going. What's over here? The phones? Oh, yes. We need you. Do we phone this dude again? He was very suspicious last time we spoke to him. Let's talk to the reporter lady first.
Hello, Nico Collard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
George of the Jungle. Strong
you
as he
said
can
you'd
be.
call if I could
Watch out
help.
for that tree.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Call Scooby-Doo.
To my apartment later this afternoon.
Bring him in.
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Bounce.
Okay.
Go on.
I'll come over.
Giggity goo.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things
They're gonna
I was
do
going
it.
to have to do alone, and fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And
I completely forget how she's
so
tying
today,
these two
there was
murders
some
together.
kind of secret war going on out there.
Oh, it was the
Even
costume.
with
It's the
science,
costume
one
killer.
thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
Yeah, get to work. Let's find some things. What do you got in your apartment? This is gonna get intimate.
My first Teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
Yeah, well, it's because he can't get up and walk away. Check out the Xbox looking daily. Of course, it's not.
You have no messages.
Oh, okay.
It was a photograph of my father.
Oh,
The first one I ever took. With the first camera he ever bought me.
look at that jawline. Look at it. I clicked on you. Oh, nope. Turn it off. Nope. Sorry, everybody. I turned off the volume real quick. Force of habit. It's a force of habit now, and I'm glad I mean, they'll strike me down, man. They'll strike me down. Is it gonna turn off eventually? There's some funky tunes on this. How many songs are there? Nope. Alright, well I guess this area gets the solid mute. This area is just getting the mute, okay? It's not turning off. And I'm not gonna run the risk of getting flagged for this. We can read subtitles. Oh, we don't got any of our stuff anymore? Oh. And you don't have the key for it? Hold on. Is the music still playing? Okay. It is. But oh well. I'll unmute the game soon.
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
Alright.
The box is one of the elephant.
Okay, look at
The
it then.
box is one of the elephant.
I tried to use the elephant on it. That just doesn't work. Okay. I mean, the fat chance one of these work, right? I spy with my little eye. Only the box. And you're not even gonna take the box with you?
The box is one of the few things my father.
We heard you. Okay. I wish we could take it. So, got a few things to look at over here. You're just gonna sit down? You're just gonna chill? I'm wanting to look at this thing.
There wasn't anyone attending at home.
Thank you.
My old table had seen better days. I was beginning to know how it felt. I was beginning to hate the phone. All it brought me was bad news. It was the beautiful elephant. It was the beautiful...
Okay. So what's the deal with the elephant?
My first teddy.
Yeah, we know. Cool. Can we turn on the music now, or the volume? There we go. Unmuted. Let's see. All right. Point and click at something. Oh, back. What do you got to talk about, Miss Lady? What are you doing knitting out here? I guess you're just sitting in your stall. I guess.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon?
Okay.
She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Yeah, they're trying to silence you.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
What do you got for me? Whatever. Ah. I don't think we can go over here. That's back the way we came. Nothing? There's gonna be nothing. Let's go. Go this way. Hold on. Can we like stay where we're at for right now? I don't even know where we're at. Well, not there, but okay. Now the game's kind of opening up to us a little bit more. This is a church.
The door was locked.
Ooh, okay. Oh, the tools are still out here. No, this isn't the tool. These are the. This should be
I
the
didn't
phone.
need to call anyone.
Tools right there. Dang it, we can't steal any more tools.
The workman looked about as eager and helpful as your average road digger.
Okay. Well, that seems kind of rude.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I wanted to see the crime scene for myself.
It's too dangerous. I am under strict instructions to stop gossip mongers and vandals from getting in.
But I'm a journalist.
Exactly. Didn't you hear what I just said?
What if I told you I
We
was
don't
from
like
the insurance
journalists.
company?
Fake news.
Oh.
Ah. Ah.
Hello.
Talk to him again.
Could I ask you some questions?
Where do you get your overalls? And why do you look like Super Mario?
They got you. They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Bro, get any good, stomping any good Goombas recently? Ask her about the 3 old men.
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
Not my problem.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
Heroes will pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Front
Well,
page
isn't he the
news.
best man?
Dude
Maybe I'll
saves
put your picture
princess.
in the article.
Oh, Right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
And fetch my hat. Does that mean I can go in now?
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
What's going on? Oh.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. Behind the table were some damaged pipes.
Okay.
Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence.
Obviously, the police in this game are just completely incompetent. Who knew?
Cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
What do we get here?
On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items: a strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Give me the code, baby. Okay.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Yes. That looks like it would fit that little slot dealie back at the other room we were in. And as she said, under the...
Using the same cipher system.
No, crap. Don't make me do this again.
Was
No.
with
Don't make me guide the... No, come on. The note has been written using a substitution cipher. This means that a different symbol has been used to represent each letter of the alphabet. To crack the code, you must correctly match all the symbols to their corresponding letter highlighter. Make a mistake clicking. Come on. These aren't good puzzles. These aren't good puzzles. They don't give you a single place to start at. Oh, man. Here we go. I'm ashamed I gotta do this again. I just, like, give me something to work with. If you're going to make me play Wheel of Fortune, give me a few letters. Like, give me a starting point. Gosh, that stuff's ridiculous. I could spend hours on that and not be correct. Come on, come on. Oh, here we are. Coded message. Where's the other coded message? Because you're freaking butthead. Okay, I would love to. Can we zoom in on that? Well, that doesn't really help me. I'm ashamed and I'm wasting time. Oh gosh. I wish we could find what we're looking for here. Here we go. This was the one I used last time. I don't know why I can't find this. I mean, is it the same cipher? Man, I almost can't. I'm having so much trouble I can't find it on a guide. It's because it's freaking all the names of the locations are in damn French. I mean, I can tell what a lot of them are, but I'm gonna assume it's all of these because I'm only seeing one of these. So I'm just gonna do this. Here we go. I'm gonna hope I'm right, so I'm not wasting my time. But this is so. I'm not gonna say bad. I'm not gonna say bad because these just aren't my kind of puzzles. But I wouldn't think a whole lot of people would enjoy a puzzle like this to begin with. This is just insane, cryptic trial and error. It doesn't even like give you like a theme or like anything to work with on what you actually like, where you can even start. V, D, skip that one, and then R. I mean, that's starting to sound, that's kind of sounds right, so I'm gonna keep going. I just seriously can't believe this is an actual puzzle. And you get it like twice. You get it twice. Come on. You get it twice. I like to consider myself fairly good at puzzles, but something like this, just no.
Plant art. Pierre King.
Thank you.
Murderer must have followed trail from Arnaud and Yamaga. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Nah, Carchon got in on some shady business. And the dude was gonna tell you about it, I guess. But I guess that was probably completely pointless, because that was probably nothing more than information, right? Alright, get out of here.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera
I'll
out.
get my good side.
Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Ah,
Oh, man.
they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Hey, that's
Well,
sexist.
this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Yeah, obviously the police failed on that part. I mean, this little key is a pretty significant piece of, well, not really evidence, but stuff you could use. Are we really going to go down the sewer?
There might have been clues down there, but I was relieved I didn't have a...
Oh, that ain't a sewer key. That's what the freaking giant pole thing is that our other friend has. So we need to get out of here.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch.
What just happened?
I pointed back to the quayside.
Oh. Oh, gosh. What am I doing? Where's my game? There you are. I'm bringing you over here. No, over here. Okay. No, that's a bad spot. Okay, cool. This is where we want to be. If we can get back in there. We should. We should, right? We got everything we need. Yes, we got everything we need. So, cool. We should be able to sneak back into that room. Push this. Yes. We get this little dealy bobber. The crushed shell, which, I mean, somehow holds it in place. I don't really know. I don't technically, or I don't really agree with that. Okay, yeah, you put the tube key in there, and then you take the. I guess you can take this, but this thing opens all the way now. For some reason, I guess you put the shell case on the tip of your finger and use it to pry open the door. Video games, man, video games. So the key goes right here. Haha.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must
Fitted the
have used
lock.
this place too. A photograph had been torn up.
Look at this photograph.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Oh my god. Okay. This might be okay. When the pointer turns to a hand icon, press yeah. Okay. I kind of think I can get this
Oh
one.
my god. It can't be.
Well, that's your father, ain't it? Alright, alright, alright. Alright, we're getting this, we're getting this. Haha. Oh, is this out of place? No, that's right. This might be out of place. This is right. This is out of place. No. You're gonna sit there and tell me this looks correct? I don't know, something about that don't sit right with me. No. Okay. Let's just try to get some borders here. No. 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 I mean, okay, we're going to be missing some pieces, okay? That's what we should know here. I mean, this is going to be part of his uniform. That doesn't work. They're going to be missing pieces, but now of course some of these are going to like fit together though. So put that there. I mean, almost. Oh, there's a lady. There's going to be a person, right? There's going to be a second person here. Okay, those definitely go together. No, definitely not. Nope. What about this right here? This piece is kind of iffy. Okay. Does that fit? I mean, I guess. Oh, it's not a chick. It is just him. Oh.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
And who's next to him?
Papa? Oh, God.
Ah,
After what
wait
I'd
a
gone
second.
through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Crachon, while those
Yeah, 'cause
murderers
she has the other
carried
half of
on
that
with their
picture, I
evil
think.
work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Alright. Back to the apartment we go. Later that afternoon. Oh, it's you now, Casanova. Let's talk to the old lady. Still out here knitting. You know it's getting late.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Point. Good point.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything
Astounding.
I don't already know?
Ask him about the lady.
You know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see.
Just go right on in.
The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few
Mademoiselle.
months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Continue
I thought
asking.
Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Have
Keep
you
talking
seen
about her.
anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Her cousin.
A strange man.
Oh.
Tall and thin as a broomstick.
Oh, that ain't
He kept
suspicious.
his place, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
Imagine not opening with that.
Raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay.
Oui.
I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me.
Come
What
on, just
about
give her some
the
flowers.
Yellow ones.
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat. How does this fortune-telling
Little
routine
innuendo.
work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why
Not
you
innuendo,
were blessed
more like a
with
play on words.
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Pah.
Can you really foretell the future?
No.
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
You're
Maybe
part of the simulation.
It's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur.
We don't need to ask her about any of the stuff we have. Should have got some
Remembering the
flowers.
flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently, just to...
Oh, it's not her apartment. It's the door to the apartment.
Hi.
Or it's just her apartment.
Glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Is this your first time on camera?
A beer? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. Well, what happened?
My editor told me to drop the story. Can you believe it?
But you're not gonna do that.
Me and this dude almost have the same
I'm
haircut.
going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't add up. Almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murder.
Look at his sprite here, and then look at his picture. What's going on here? He looks like such a Chad here, and then right here he looks like somebody's gonna take you out on a fancy dinner. Maybe it's because he's meeting her and he's all dressed up, and I mean, I haven't noticed how he looked in this until now, but I mean, he looks like a total Chad right here. And then here, no.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the
Snowman, you
clown's
say?
second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now
That's a hell of a
I
story.
had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cauchon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death. Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, that's sad.
Sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. He was joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my gear turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Show her the
I found
clown,
this false
clown nose.
in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George.
It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes.
We have a lead.
It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume. I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Alright, so we got the picture now. Show her the tissue.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint. Like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
At least put it in a bag or something.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Alright, so let's go check out. I think this is it. Oh, the costumes are alright. Oh, this is a neat looking screen. No, wait, I gotta press it. Let me guess. It's gonna play some music that I'll get flagged for. I'm just gonna hold out hope that I don't
Bonjour,
and run with
monsieur.
it.
Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I had to do that.
Did you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
I wasn't gonna let it finish playing out that
You're telling me next that you never shared your elder
that
sister's
few notes. Those last few notes, I
I
guess.
think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Yeah, that was a song that would have gotten me flagged right there.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
impossible. There are too many.
Have you heard of a man named Plantar?
I do not recall anyone. of
He's
them.
in on it.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Thank you. Show him this dude.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
It is grease paint.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
I mean, you just don't pick up a stranger's tissue and smell it,
Pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
whether he's trustworthy or not.
La crème de la crème of Shakespeare accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Now tell me where this guy is.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah Oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He
You had
chose
sparkle?
2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
He's coming for someone else.
Green silk with taffeta lining. He gave
There's gonna be
his
another
name
one.
as Monsieur Carr.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
I was wondering, where's this going?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Solid tip. What the heck are we gonna do with a hand buzzer?
It was the shake and shock buzzer I'd been given by the man in the costume shop.
Alright, well, cool. Let's go to the police station then. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Paperwork Dude?
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant. Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Your badge number. Nah.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yeah,
Yes, I
sure.
One moment, monsieur.
I'll talk to you about all the other stuff later.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Your pants are up a little high, dude.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty.
That
A
cake.
mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I've been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
It's been closed?
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantow.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue
That's crap.
my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the crown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
So long, Inspector.
You suck.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yeah.
I
He did it.
Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
And he's fixing to do another one as a pixie.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing?
Man, these French investigators are just horrible.
Eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
It's like, let's not even ask about it. Can we hand shock him?
Shake my hand, Sergeant.
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
See you later, Sergeant.
What are you talking about now? Nick was right. The police are ignoring these murders. Inspector Russo refused to even discuss the incident and said he'd been taken off the case. It's beginning to look like a cover-up. It's totally a cover-up. Do we need to call anybody? I don't think so. Let's talk to the shady dude.
Hello? Who is this? Mr. Todrick? Oh, it's you again. What now? The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember? Mr. Khan. Yes.
Khan!
Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room. It was
Hotel Ubu.
upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor. Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know.
Thanks,
Now I
Todrick.
got you, Mr. Clown.
Mr. Random guy I called on the phone because you have some relation to this murder. Hotel Ubu. Oh, this guy's slick, huh? Check this dude out.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
That's an awful weird tone you got there.
You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
Have you seen
Mm-hmm.
a guy dressed as a clown?
Sounds like somebody
No, I
somebody
ain't.
you would know would say.
Don't tell me
Or
I
somebody who
missed
knew him
him.
would say.
Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the
Clowns haven't been a thing in forever.
Shake my hand. Oh, rats.
Rats. Eventually we're going to get somebody with
See you
that.
later.
Not if you see me first.
Oddly aggressive
Excuse
for a
me.
little man.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh my lord. Look at that. Now that is a stash. We need to bring those back.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be fun?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
Burn.
There are no clowns here except you.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing.
Yeah, these guys are the lookouts for this dude.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you, I don't know it.
Sounds like you do.
will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
That would be this hand. Wrong hand. Okay, we can go inside or we can... Is this just leaving? No? Okay, there is a back alley. Oh, keep an eye out. Nothing? Really? Nothing? Okay. Okay, we can't go to the right. There's nothing to check out here. Let's go inside. Hello, Miss Lady.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Well, hello.
Man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one
Meet me at the
foolish moment,
opera.
I thought, but never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady
How pompous
Helen.
can you get?
The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood.
And plenty of
The
flesh.
blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Frickin' run. Let's ask about those
Do you know
dudes
there's
in
a
front.
gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men
Oh,
with
the bulge in
Italian
his
suits
pocket?
with bulges in their pockets.
What are you
That
insinuating?
doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
What if he has a boner? Isn't that possible? Have you ever stopped and considered that he was attracted to you?
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
I don't know.
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off being pressed. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef.
I'd probably, like, I'd whore myself out to a lady of that stature.
Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hempstead. That was until last night.
Like, she's rich. That's the type of woman that can pay my bills.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Sturbart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The
Burn.
candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Uh-oh.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
I'm
Marilyn.
looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
I mean, isn't that what they actually used to call those?
Have you come across a man who calls himself...
I don't think that's an actual, like,
I'm familiar with
insult,
only
necessarily.
one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of it.
I'd be most surprised.
That sounds like
if
he
you
could
had,
be, that
darling.
sounds like it could be a
He's
celebrity's
never
name.
had.
Kevin Khan.
Organize these fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Why wouldn't you know?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him. That's Merlin.
Oh,
She
all
represented
right.
everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no. Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
Well, all right.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
Help us get him.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Sturbart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. You know, I'd rather like to...
Well, he's a man who likes to play dress up a lot and kill people.
When did you last
What's with the
see
sparkly sound effect that the game
It was
keeps
an
playing
hour
for
ago.
me?
He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling. Positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what typically you do
I'd
with,
sure like to get my hands on whatever it
safes.
is.
You put
I'll
important
bet it
things in
had
them.
something to do with Plantow's briefcase.
Yes, it was
Has
all the
Merlin
evidence.
returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Give it a
I
shock.
just couldn't bring myself to use the buzzer on the
Oh,
dear-
do it. Darn it. Coward.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in Portugal.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We just ask
Have you
about the
seen
clown.
I beg your pardon?
Besides me.
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear. with much...
Nobel Prize winner, huh?
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
That sounds pretty communist if you ask me, but I'll roll with it.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
The dialogue between these characters, man. Show them the picture.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
There's the sparkle
I'm a
again.
private detective. What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Okay, great. There's a lot of people on the same page as us in here.
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Okay. I bet we can get him with this.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
You sound like you're in Skyrim.
Bad attitude problem you've got there.
Show him the tissue.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Smell it.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
This dude is a stone cold bummer.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mines? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mine-free.
Sounds like heaven.
What a bummer.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Okay. What do we have anything else in here we can screw around with? Go up the stairs. Okay, so we got 2 doors to work with. Nothing on the chandelier. First door.
The door was locked.
Alright.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door
Let's
read
get him.
22.
The
The door was locked.
Get him. Well, that was a lot of dialogue just for the door is
The
locked.
sign on the door read 22.
Alright. Oh, hey. I didn't know there was a concierge down here. I didn't see you all the way over here.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Murder.
Oh, he's got an alias now. Okay. We're not going to be able to take these, obviously.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No, I wasn't.
No way.
Alright, talk to you.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private
I'm your daddy.
investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
So we got a few things here. Show him the
Do you
picture.
recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
Just like nod if yes.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
I don't know why the clown is still even a dialogue option. We know he takes the clown costume off in the sewers.
If you say so. Do you know a man named Plantow?
No, monsieur.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't
Oh,
drive.
personal
Your
safe.
passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Okay, can we distract you?
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
I already did.
Hello.
I'd like to check the register again. Friggin'
Right
Misty picks up a gun and robs him.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Raymond? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar.
Ooh.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
We're not gonna steal the key. We're gonna get
I'd like
a
to check
room.
into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Huh, that's kind of suspicious. Show him the clown
Do you
nose.
recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
Alright, I think that's about enough for you. So we can't get into his room. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go somewhere else. For some reason this room is reserved. Still can't. Yeah, door's locked. This door's locked.
The sign on the door read.
Yes, I know.
The door.
Okay. Is there another dialogue option for this lady?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act?
That's the adventure you
Oh,
wanted,
no.
lady.
It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah.
Yes.
So you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse?
Well, climb up through the vents like Die Hard, man.
Much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Look at that dump truck.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you,
Get it.
my dear.
Gotcha.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Whatever. No connecting door, but there's gonna be the window, maybe.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell.
There's always that smell. What about the drawer? This is a nice
The cabinet
hotel.
was empty, but it smelled of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Yeah. The window. Haha. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here and take a little bit of a break, and I'll be right back in like 2 or 3 minutes. All right. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back. Gosh, you know, I was just thinking while I was on that break about how hard those cipher puzzles would have been if I had actually sat down and tried to solve them myself without using a guide. Because, I mean, think about it. It's in French and stuff like that. Like, I'm Texan. I barely have a grasp of the English language, let alone trying to solve a French cipher puzzle. I mean, it's not exactly in French, but names and a lot of words are more French and popular French words and names, and there's no way I would have gotten that. So that just reaffirms my decision to use a guide on that. We haven't had to use a guide on anything else except for like the very beginning of the game, and that I felt stupid for. So now we're in the killer's room, Khan.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Okay. Well, I mean, come on, you're not gonna let me look at whatever the hell is down here? Let's just look at what he wears. Okay.
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique.
No, I want you to look inside of it. Oh, I gotta... Hold on. Hold on. Alright? Don't. I'm trying to click the other thing. Game? Y'all see, you see that? Check the pillow.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
I'm angry that I skipped over that dialogue.
A battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died.
Ooh,
I searched
juicy.
the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Oh, a clue. Come on, you're really just like, come on, tell me. Tell me I'm not crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. What's going on here? I almost see something in the wardrobe here, and I can't click it. You see, there's something.
The closet was a solid...
Come on. Don't leave me hanging like that. Okay, so what happens if I click this? You piece of ass. Okay, do I really have to go full screen so I can do this? Let's go. Screen resolution, full screen. Let's go, baby. Y'all might not be able to see it, but hang tight for just 1 second. You son of... It still won't. It just... Okay, it's cursed. It's cursed. Original. Go back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to check. Let's go ahead and save. It's been a long time since we've saved. I had to check in case, because I got it minimized, kinda. I don't have it on full screen, so I had to check if enlarging the screen would let me click on it better. No, it didn't. It didn't work.
That would usually send me running to the bathroom.
That's a dope hairstyle, bro. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm almost angry. Like, that's what it's for. Oh, that's awkward.
I was sure I was dead. But he grabbed his...
Man, them were some tacky pants.
I didn't usually spy on men getting changed.
Yeah, you do.
But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
He's a woman. No. A new clue. We have the checkered pants. Who wears that? Come on. Can we...
I flipped the pants over.
Alright, what do we... So we know he's thick.
Still warm pants. I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end.
What?
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words Club Element.
Okay, so club out. We gotta go to the club now.
The pocket was empty. A thread was hanging loose near them.
Right here.
I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord.
That looked a little weird. Alright, so that's it. We know where we need to go now. So anything? No. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. We know where we have to go now. Oh, please tell me you have some more dialogue, lady. This lady's funny.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I
sure
found
this.
this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Animals. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
Okay, alright. Let's go there then.
Just
Oh
a minute,
crap,
please.
here we go.
What's your problem?
No problem. Eve,
It's Waluigi.
What do you want?
just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Wario
Not Jim.
and Waluigi.
Bet.
A little higher.
Knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies.
There's something deep in my pocket.
I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authority.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Black.
Well, that was a mistake. I'm on to you guys. Let's get out of here. How do we actually get out of here? Okay, so do we have to go to the back alley? How do we actually get out of here? We need to go to the map. We need to fast travel out this beach. Alright, let's just keep walking over here then. Something will pop up. But like we spawned over here, so it makes me think it'd at least be over here. No, only that. Can we... Are we really stuck here? What is there something I'm missing here? Go to the map. We need to go to the club. What are you saying here? I was so close. Just as I was searching Khan's hotel room, he came in. I hid in the wardrobe. My heart was thumping so hard, I was amazed he didn't hear me. Nothing about the club, really? Alright, well, let's go back inside. Let's talk to the concierge. I'm sure you got something to say now. He wasn't, like, alarmed at all that all of a sudden his key was missing, I guess.
There was no one registered, but the name in the book, Farouk.
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
We're gonna show him the matches.
I do
Yeah,
not
that's
see
what we
any
need to do.
signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right
It was
outside
Wario.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know
Both.
what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Man, this dude sucks. Okay. I could... let's see what you gotta say.
Concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur? Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
Yeah, man, they were asking where Mario and
I don't
Luigi
think they
was,
did
and I was
either.
like, bro, I don't know. Oh, crap. I just kicked my wall.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Oh, monsieur.
Come on, you're not... This guy's useless. Here's the key back.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property
Why
of
would
the
you-
Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur.
That's how you
The
wanted to
hotel
go
is
about
regularly
giving the key
serviced
back?
by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined
I'll go back and check the
to
pants.
continue investigation, I won't stop you.
I mean, but it seems like it'd be obvious, like, okay, the next stop, we got the clue, we need to go to that club. Let me check out the pants. I thought that what it was telling me that we were able to pull that thread loose, and then we, you know, we pulled that. Let's see here. What do you got? Can we flip it over? Oh, there's the right pocket.
I tried not to think that the assassin's butt had just been in here.
Yeah, well, you did.
I turned the pants over again.
Oh. Oh.
A pass card. It read Thomas Murray.
There we go.
Electronics Corporation.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's see. Okay. What you got for me? He left his trousers on the bed. I found a matchbook with the name Club Alamo and a fake electrician's ID card. Alright. Fake electrician's ID card. Does that mean he's gonna... Oh. I'm pretty sure he's fixing to, like, plan another killing, so... Might have to foil that. We're good. We should probably just leave. Can we leave? Is it finally gonna let us get out of here? Oh, gosh.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
I'm serious. Like, we need to bring back mustaches like that. Like completely pointy. How do you think they did that? Do you think they put like pomade or something in the mustaches to get them to point like that? Yeah. Well, we still can't get out of here. Dang it. Let's go. Ask this lady about the electrician's license.
Hi, ma'am.
No, we have an ID now.
George, what can I do for you now?
Oh no, go back. Oh, I'll ask you about them.
The gangster I told you about. He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
She goes running out there. Ah! They search her. She was talking about wanting some romance.
What now, monsieur?
Show him this.
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what is left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence.
You can do it.
No matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive.
Show him this.
What do you make of this tissue?
Show everyone the
Wish me
tissue.
to dispose of it for you, monsieur.
Hey, no. It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
Everyone would have the same reaction except the dude who sniffed it.
Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
No, it's not fine. You should definitely put it in the plastic baggie. What do you got to talk about now, Mr. Weirdo? That's just so weird, carrying around just a used tissue you found in the sewers.
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed, it does. For Alamut was the home of the old
This dude's
man
just a
of the
buzzkill.
mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
I can't believe we somehow still have this key. Can we
Thanks for
just
your
give
help.
this back?
Goodbye.
Why do we still have this key? It might be vital, but if we can give it back, then at least that'll mean we've maybe done everything.
What
I would hope.
now, monsieur?
Are you sure you don't want the key back?
No. You keep it until you finish playing the...
Thank you. Fair enough. Now we should probably go check out our room again. Let's go look at our room. Is there actually anything we should do in here? The nightstand? I mean, check it again in case it says something.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelled of onions.
It smelled of
No
onions.
kidding, it really did.
No kidding, it really did. Like they gotta really convince you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of here. Is there just like a phone booth? Why won't you let me call people? I need to call the reporter. Oh gosh, not again.
Right there. Search him again.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk to you. What do you gotta
Hey,
say?
Shorty, I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case.
That's a horrible
Stobart.
idea.
2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still,
He does look
I
like a
figured
weasel.
you'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh yeah? And what are you gonna do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in this street, without thinking twice about it.
What did you think was gonna happen there? Okay. So that's a no-go on the getting out this way. Move all the way over here. Now we're allowed to go down here into the back street, into this side street. What's the purpose of this? So far, I've not figured out what's actually down here. Keep walking down here. Is there something we can interact with? You would think they wouldn't put a screen in here for no reason, and maybe it'll come into play later. But I'm curious about it. Okay. Still won't let me into the safe. So how are we going to get into this safe? That's apparently what we got to do before we can get out of here. What can I show him? What can I do? Talk to this dude. Let's pick a fight with this guy next.
Oh yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First,
Ooh.
I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, Ape-Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac.
They can make it look like a weird accident.
Isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since
He tripped and fell on my knife.
This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost.
Okay, go inside. Go inside. You, anything?
Hi, ma'am.
We did show you the pass card, didn't we?
I found this...
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
I love this lady. She's just the answer to all of our problems. And that dump truck, dude.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did.
Oh,
But
she's Karening him.
Problem.
he isn't Merlin.
She's hitting him with that Karen.
Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries any...
I'm a paying customer.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
It was that simple. You gotta get the lady. There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
Satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Okay, let's get out of here then. Lady Piermont is fantastic. If we were a couple of if I were a couple of hundred years older, that's not fair. Okay, that's just rude. All right, at least have dinner with her. After helping me get the room key, she then worked her magic to get me Khan's stash out of the hotel safe. It turned out to be an ancient manuscript, so that was what Blanchard was killed for. But why? May he mess with the wrong dude? That's funny. She's a sweet lady. She deserves a nice dinner. She came here for some romance and she had the hots for you. You give it to
I
her.
couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Okay, I got. Oh, the alley. I got it now. Okay, I got you. I'm picking up what this game is throwing down. Go out the window. And jump.
The walls of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Alright, so what are we gonna have to do here? Bed sheets? Bed sheets. Check the other dude's bed, actually. I think we were actually able to inspect it. The bed? No, we can't look at the bed. Oh. Take his pants.
Too smart to leave in.
Take his pants and jump down out of here like a cartoon and like let him inflate like it was like SpongeBob or something.
There was nothing else in the pockets of it.
Take the pants. Okay. The wardrobe. The wardrobe. Come on, tell me there's something in here we can use to... God damn it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I would be able to solve this situation if I were in this situation, because this isn't that out of, like, crazy. But, like, I mean, I would jump out of a set. There's only 2 stories, man. I mean, come on, man. Ain't that bad.
A cabinet stood beside them.
I mean, I'm not saying jump out of a window or nothing like that, but I mean, if you're gonna freaking try to run away from some gangsters, it's like grab the bed sheets. You can get down there. What do we want to do here?
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantow.
Okay, we got to come up with a plan. Obviously, this ain't it. Nothing else. Okay, let's go talk to somebody. Somebody's got to know the answer to this.
What now, monsieur?
Keep showing him this.
Oui, monsieur.
Okay, go back. How are we gonna sneak out of here? This dude.
Hello
What are you gonna
again.
say? Ancient manuscript.
Have you
Show him
ever
this.
seen this old manuscript before? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. Too bad I'm not putting it back.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you
You gonna
now?
come save me again? Show her
This
this.
is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? All that fuss for a sample of wallpaper?
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very old.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until your clearance is placed.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all. You'd attract far too much attention.
Help me. Oh, no. We're out of dialogue for that. So, we can't go outside.
It was probably with those.
Okay. We're limited on options here. I guess there's gotta be something upstairs. Check out this dude's room. I swear there's something to do with that wardrobe.
The closet was.
Closet, wardrobe, it's pretty much a wardrobe.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
It wouldn't be if you get your bed sheets.
The cobbles.
Go inside. What about this wardrobe?
There was nothing in the wardrobe. Apart.
That's unfortunate. Come on, let me take this something from the bed. No, that smells like onions. Abort, abort. Cancel mission.
The cabinet was empty.
Like, jump anyways? Don't be a coward. How unfortunate. I can't figure this one out. Okay, we gotta go downstairs and talk to some people. We're running out of things we can interact with, so we gotta talk to people and figure out what the dealio is. Oh, there's no point in the book.
There was no one, but
yes.
The name in the book for...
What now?
Show him this.
Do you want this manuscript back?
After all the fuss it caused?
Did I show you this pattern?
Oui, monsieur.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning.
Okay. Obviously, you're no help. You telling me we're in grave danger, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't talk to me again.
Hello again.
Hello. Okay. Show him this.
Have you any idea?
I cannot.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Well, now that we've shown him the manuscript, or the script, so let's show him this.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Okay, you can tell me the other ones.
Goodbye.
Okay, we need some help from Miss Lady over here.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I mean, show her the balled up the tissue.
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Yeah. Agreed.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Ah, Mr. Merlin, perchance.
That's him. Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
Ooh, I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
This is the key to room 20.
That's next to the room taken by that...
Yes, it is.
Really?
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had yeah.
Oh, no. I get it. That was funny. Okay, so we're kind of out of options. Is there anything over here we can walk over to? We gotta figure something out. Hey, you, buddy. Come on, go, buddy. Go upstairs. So you're telling me we can't get into this dude's wardrobe?
The closet. There was nothing else in the pocket.
I mean, I get that, but come on. What are we doing here?
The assassin had been too smart.
Come on, let me get some sheets or something. Oh, I have no idea. I really don't.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
I mean, all you have to do to solve this situation is...
I resisted a childish desire to toss things from a height.
All you gotta do is get some sheets and tie them off, man. But... Huh. There's something we gotta use with that. There's something we gotta climb down with. What's the... Just jump, you coward. I would, you know, if I were in a life or death situation, I'd jump.
It smelled of onions. No kidding, it really did.
It hurt, but like, roll. Of course, we've already found out there's nothing in here for some reason. Well, not really for some reason. You should be able to go into this dude's room and get something from his closet. I mean, he came in and grabbed something from it, or he reached into it, at least while we were in there. So you would think that there'd be maybe some clothes in there. I mean, there's pants. I mean, we still can't grab none of this stuff. I'd be interested in that. Let's see here. Still nothing. We can't get into that other room. Okay. I'm getting a little lost here now. We're running out of things to say to these people too. Can we give you the key now? For some, like, for whatever reason we want to do it. Take the key.
Are you sure you don't want the key back?
No. You...
Okay.
Did I show you this?
We must...
Yeah, I keep showing you the past for some reason. Yeah, we can't even go outside. Can we give you the ancient manuscript?
Hello again. Why is this manuscript so important?
I cannot say.
Say it. Beat him up. Oh.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Oh, man.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello,
I'm getting
George.
confused.
What can I do for you now?
Getting lost.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Oh, okay. I can't leave the hotel with the manuscript. Let's store it and then come back. What am I doing? I can't believe that. No. You go over there and you tell me I'm right about this.
The cabinet was empty, but it...
You're gonna sit there and tell me you can't put this in there. We can't leave the hotel room with it. This is our room. It's in here. We can climb back in through the window somehow. Oh, can we toss it out the window?
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Mission accomplished. I figured it out. We get back over there and there's like a dog chewing on it. I feel dumb. But like, I mean, at least we figured it out.
Hold it right.
Search him.
Search him again.
Nothing, kid.
Okay.
Oh, I should have known. I really should have. I really should have known.
Was what Flap and Guido were after. They were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nicholas' apartment and check it out.
Oh yeah. I bet you can't wait to get back to Nico's apartment.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
Really, the clown again? We already know that there's none with the clown.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Ooh.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
You're just not going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
Yeah, it's a shoe.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-boot.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Planta?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of 2 knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusade. This guy, named Hughes de Payne.
Oh, this animation is dope. Yo, you heard of the latest anime?
From the displaced Muslim army. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade as well. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure
That was sudden.
is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years.
600
We're
years.
supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Let's talk to her about
Tell
her.
me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to
Tell me
spend
what you
the
do like
winter
to
with
do
my
for fun.
grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his rolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Alright, there's some Where's Waldo. Or I can Where's Waldo a few items around here.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object?
That's even a weird thing to think
It
about.
looks like a gem on top of a tripod. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Nobody liked the crocodile.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy with a knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinum mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak
Dang.
Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Is there anything else to see? Yeah, I guess there is. No. Okay, we've gotten all 4 of these. I guess that's all. Oh, what's in the center?
Look there. 2 guys on...
Oh, we already know. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Back, please.
And the nut room. There's a between.
Okay, that was weird.
Take another...
No, don't do this again. No, darn it. Go back.
There's but the room. And the nut room
okay.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Krone Museum.
Okay, our next stop is going to be the museum. And with that, I'm going to be ending the stream. And I'm going to save this up. And I'm going to save this for next time, which I'll probably be playing more of this tomorrow. So come out and enjoy it. Let's save up. Alright, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.